What is up, everybody? So I got my gimbals in front of me. All of these are Hohem products. I got from your most affordable to the most advanced and everything in between. So let me deep dive into this and kind of explain what my opinions are. All these gimbals are great to get perfect content creation for nice, steady, stable videos, no matter what you're doing, whether you're hiking, riding on a golf cart, every day walking around vlogging. So let's start from my left to your right. So what we have here is your X3 SE. This is by far the most affordable gimbal in the Hohem lineup. Folds up, nice, compact, detachable remote like all of their gimbals have. This one is going to offer you iSteady 8, which is going to give you just superb stability for all your vlogging and everyday video content creation needs. Whether you're walking down the street, sitting at your favorite restaurant, no matter what you're doing, your X3 SE is going to be the most affordable way to go, especially if you've never used a gimbal before and you just want to give it a try. So on to the next one. And again, these all, except for when you get into the bigger ones, these all fold up nice, compact, throw in your pocket, ready to go. So this one is your X3 SE. Make sure to check that out. This one usually can be found on a flash sale between $49.99 and $60 to $70. Up next, we have your V3. Let's move these two bad boys out of the way a little bit. So your V3 right here, again, another compact, foldable gimbal. This one is a little different. This one has the tripod built right in, which is really nice. This one offers human tracking, built-in AI tracker right here, and fill light. So that way then you can always do the OK gesture, stop, and it'll automatically track you. Again, this is perfect for someone on the go that wants to have that AI tracking, your own personal AI cameraman in your pocket. Now, what's the difference between your V3 and X3 SE? Your X3 SE, both of them fold up, are nice and compact. X3 SE does not have a tripod that folds up into the base like your V3 does. Your X3 SE does not have an external AI tracker such as your V3 does. They're both the same size, same weight. Your V3 does not require a third-party gimbal app to use. It can track humans, and your X3 SE requires the Hohem Joy app to use tracking. If you just want to use it for content creation and you don't care about the tracking, then you don't need it. Well, you still want to use the Hohem Joy app, which is free to download on your Google Play Store or on your Apple iOS store. This one, if you want the tracking, and I still do recommend having the Hohem Joy app strictly because that is how you get your firmware upgrades for your gimbals here. So, with that being said, your V3 does not require the app to track. This one has a built-in AI tracker, can track humans. This one does not. This one is better for your content creation, walking around, live streaming. You don't really care about tracking. Now, moving on here, putting that back off to the side. Now we have your V3 Ultra. This is the newest one, 2025 gimbal. Now, what's the difference between your V3 Ultra and V3? Well, they're both the same exact size. Both have the built-in tripod. Both have AI tracking with fill lights. Your V3 Ultra has, and yes, both of them are full folding up. V3 Ultra, full 360 degrees. V3 is not. V3 Ultra can track people, objects, pets, everything. Has a full detachable touchscreen remote. This one just has your regular remote control with the buttons on it. Call it analog remote control. Still great. Can track humans. Both of these do not require the app to use the tracking. Both of them, again, have AI trackers, fill lights, as you can see here. It's just that V3 is newest. It's running iSteady 9, which is a little bit more powerful motors. Both your X3 SE and V3 have a 300-gram weight limit, which is about 10.5 ounces. Your V3 Ultra has a 400-gram weight limit, which is about 14.11 ounces. So again, this one is the newest tech out of Hohem. It's just an amazing little compact gimbal. This one, your V3, can be found usually on the flash sale for about $109, $110-ish, $130, depends on the day. Your V3 Ultra is about $160, $170, which is still an amazing deal, seeing as how those other brands for the same gimbals with less tech in them are running you about $250, $260, and don't have the weight rating and the app and the just features that these do. So now moving on, let's fold these bad mamma jammas back up here. Put you guys off to the side here. Now again, your V3 and your V3 Ultra both are great for whether you're a live streamer. It's more or less if you want that tracking. Great for live stream, everyday content creation, portability because they fold up, fit nice into a pocket, handbag, whatever. It's these three right here are going to be for your mobile on-the-go content creator. Now let's get into our pro models here, the big boys. So on the left, your right, is your MT2. This one is made for your DSLR cameras, full 360 degrees. This one does not have a detachable remote. Now, I know you're going, what the hell? Every Hohem has a detachable remote. Technically, if you get your phone, download the Hohem Joy app. Okay, now hear me out. You download the Hohem Joy. You grab yourself your little, where is it? I got so much Hohem gear back here, it's not even funny, right here. You grab yourself this from Hohem. Now, what's this, you ask? This is a phone holder that can attach right to the side of your MT2. This can be found on hohem.com. Open this up. Open up your Hohem Joy app. Place that right in here. Now, not only do you have a phone holder, but when you pair with your MT2, this can either pair as camera, because you can use it to control your camera, because on the back here, you can see there is a data output that plugs into a data cable into your camera and a power output that plugs into a charge cable into your camera. Oops. So, with the Hohem Joy app, you can either A, use your phone as a way to control your camera remotely, or you can use it as a remote control for your MT2, so you can control all the movements of your MT2 from your phone. So therefore, then you have your detachable remote. Again, I highly recommend getting some sort of clamp. You can find these on Hohem's official website. And that's just a phone holder clamp. Usually you can find that under the iSteady 4 or action camera gimbals. So this has a 1,200 gram weight rating, which is about 2 pounds, 10 ounces. I have on here which means it's going to be able to hold all your bigger cameras. It's not going to hold massive cameras with big telephoto zoom lenses, but just, you know, the trick is that when balancing it, because a lot of people have balancing issues. So the trick when balancing it is to make sure that your camera is lined up and centered with this motor, your arm motor here. you want your camera lined up with your base motor here, because that way then when you put it into inception mode, now you can also want to, when balancing the back arm, you want to loosen this up, and you should be able to tap it on either side on the motor, and it returns back to center. To adjust this for weight rise, so then your camera is level with this side motor, there's a lever right here in the front for sliding this plate up and down. And that is the easiest thing for balancing this bar down here. Moves forward and backwards to make sure that your camera is level, straight, right over this motor down here. This goes up and down. This whole tray goes up and down, so that then your camera is flush centered with this motor right here. And so long as you can tap on each side and it returns back to normal or level, then you're good with the back here. That is going to take care of most and all of your balancing issues. And this, of course, does slide forward and back, so that way then you can, for your camera mounts, just take this off so I can show you guys. Your camera does slide back and forth on this mount, so that way then you can balance it properly on the actual tray here too. Oops. Helps actually loosen it up a little bit. So then when you're putting it on the tray, it's balanced. Now, you could either put it in normally like I always do, like this, or if you want, you can go with the panoramic mode, which then is going to require balancing again. So you're going to need to obviously balance this again. But this is your MT2. Again, I always use it with the other ways just because I like it like that. I'm a simple man, Gen A. This is going to be an amazing camera gimbal. Now, it is labeled as a 4-in-1. So it can hold your DSLRs, your mirrorless, your little action cameras, your phones. It does come with everything to hold all your different cameras. Cameras, camera phones, action cameras, all that stuff. However, if you do use your phone with this or an action camera, you are going to need to search up and purchase gimbal counterweights, and they are little weights that either clamp to the bar, clamp over here onto here somewhere, or clamp up here. They'll need to clamp on here for balancing issues to add that extra weight. You are going to need the gimbal counterweights. That's if you're using anything other than your DSLR or mirrorless cameras with your MT2, which is why when I'm advertising this and I'm talking about it, I strictly say it is for your mirrorless and DSLR cameras. I don't like saying it's for anything else because they have so many other beautiful gimbals to choose from for your phones, your action cameras, everything. Let's just stick with DSLR and mirrorless cameras with your MT2. So, on to the next one. This one is my baby. This one is my M7. This is what I call my everyday carry gimbal. This is the gimbal that comes with me everywhere. If I wasn't afraid I'd smush it, I would straight up sleep with it, cuddled up in my arms. Of course, the warranty might cover that, but like, what happened to it? I was cuddling with it and I rolled over on it. Maybe. But your MT2 or your M7, it has a 500 gram weight rating, which is about 800 or 18 ounces and some change, meaning all these gimbals are going to be able to hold your biggest phones on the market, even all the way up to your Z Fold 7s, which weighs about 200 and some grams. They're going to be able to hold the newest iPhone 17s, because that one weighs like 200 grams or less, maybe a little more. I know it'll hold the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Balancing may be a little tricky with some of these things, especially when you are in portrait mode. Yeah, balancing can be a little issue with your bigger phones hitting, But that's why when you set it up properly, making sure that the Hohem is facing straight up and down. Your AI tracker is on the outside always, or on the top. I don't think it can even, nope, it can't go down. I always shoot in panoramic anyway, so, or landscape, so that's not an issue for me, but some people it has been an issue. But this one has, again, the full 360 degree rotation. This one has about 320 degrees tilt, which is going to be the most out of any of them other than your MT2. Full digital touchscreen remotes with, again, removable touchscreen remote. Can't beat that. This one is going to be, your MT2, sorry, is about $250 typically. Sometimes you can get it on a flash sale for a little bit more affordable price, or on some deals. This one is usually about $270. This one, again, is their most pro gimbal they have. These two right here are going to be on the pro side because of their design, their shape. That either way, for $270, any other company that you're looking at, if they were selling the same gimbal with the touchscreen detachable remote, all the features and everything that this gimbal can do, you'd be looking at probably close to $1,000, if not more. So $270 for an MT2 or an M7, you can't beat that for having a professional photography gimbal. Plus, it really is a crowd pleaser. I mean, I pull this thing out, I got the sling mount grip on it and everything like that. People are like, whoa, what is that? It really is a head turner and a crowd pleaser. Any of these gimbals are, because people don't see stuff like this, let alone with their amazing color schemes. It's just they're amazing, amazing gimbals. The M7 can do time lapse, A and B. Same with your MT2 can do the A and B. So that's for A shot, B shot. It has time lapse, full 360, inception mode. All these can do inception mode, which, if you don't know what that is, come into my live stream and ask me, hey, Nomadic, what's inception mode? And I'll be more than happy to show you. So for the price tag, any of these Hohem gimbals, you're going to get a smoking deal on. You cannot beat the price tag on any of these. You cannot beat the features, the weight rating. They're just an amazing company. Their customer service, all their gimbals ship from LA, California. They offer free 3-day shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee, and a 1-year warranty. I had to use that 1-year warranty with my MT2. I showed up, screen was damaged in shipping. They were amazing. They were apologetic. They acted like it was their fault, and it wasn't. It was the shipping company's fault. They were just, I mean, that's what really, that experience with my MT2 was just amazing, and that's what made me a huge Hohem fan. So again, and that's why I bought all their gimbals, and I'll continue buying all their gimbals, their microphones, their lights, everything. But this is the difference between all these gimbals and what they have to offer. And again, I do have a live stream that I host on TikTok. It is a Hohem Q&A Tech Corner. So if you've bought any of these gimbals, are thinking about buying them, you come in there, you ask me any question, I'll have an answer for you, because I'm obsessed with these gimbals. They're they're the most high-tech and affordable gimbals on the market. Not to mention they're crowd pleasers and they're head turners. These are even nicer than your, we'll say that drone company's gimbals, in my opinion. So, with that being said, I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you on the next one.